Hi everyone, it's Cheryl. I'm not going to talk real loud because I'm holding the camera and I am attempting to hold it as still as possible. If it's a little shaky, I'm sorry, I am not a videographer. So we are back to part 2 of the Christmas cottage, and as you can see, a lot has been done. After 6 extremely unsuccessful videos, I have decided that the actual making of the cabin itself, the interior and stuff, is going to have to be a share. I did my stuccoed walls last night, and that was my first attempt at video number 2, and there was no way. Because this house is a child's toy and I was not able to take it apart, I had to turn this thing upside down on its end and everything else just to get where the joint compound where I wanted it to go. So doing a lot of this house, at least the lower level, with you watching is probably not going to be a possibility. This is going to be more like project share until we get to the upper floor where the bedroom is, and that we will do together. And part of the kitchen I think we might also be able to do together. As you can see, I changed my mind from the stone floor to tile, and I created each individual tile by hand using a process I have in another video to color it. So we'll zoom in on that. I have added a post at the back. I want to add beams, and there's a beam that's molded into the dollhouse a little ways from it, and the spacing is just about right, so I put the post in there. I have added some mopboard. I have added my stucco, which I guarantee you is not in scale. I would need a miniature artist's palette knife to be able to do this right, and I didn't. But I have captured that rustic charm that I was looking for. And though it's a little big, I am okay with it. I'm going to tell everyone right now that if you're into exact scale, this is not a video for you. This is a child's toy. I can't take it apart without destroying it, so I've got to go with what I've got. I know the fireplace looks big, but when I put the whole story together, you will see that this used to be an old cabin back in the day, and the fireplace was the main central heating for the whole house. So it's not really that big. It's 6 foot across, so it's not all that big. But then again, in half-inch scale, it is. I'm okay with this. I am good. And I honestly believe your miniatures are yours. You can do whatever you want with them, because it's you. It's your creativity and your artistry. Let it go. Let your imagination fly. Things don't work out exactly like you want them to, make them work. Anyway, this is what there is of the cabin so far. I'm really liking the way it's coming together. I think it looks really nice. I gessoed everything because whatever they used for the laminate over the top of the masonite, that wood look stuff, remember that? I don't know what it was, but nothing would stick to it. Some sort of plasticky stuff, I'm assuming. I don't think plasticky is a word. But yeah, and I could not get anything to stick to it, so I gessoed it all. Now, if anyone is not familiar with gesso, it is a medium used by artists on their canvases. It helps the paint stick. It makes the paint much brighter, and it is used a lot in all sorts of mixed media art. So I put it down on here to give my paint something to stick to, and to give my glue something to stick to in the case of the floor. I have painted that little triangle part up there that I said I was going to put my battery pack in. I painted that all black, and I've made a floor for it. so I can hold the battery pack. I have, let me spin the house around, and I'm not trying to make anyone sick or dizzy. I have put up some wood paneling wainscoting here on the end of this. As you can see, my fireplace looks pretty rough up there by where the chimney is, and that's okay because it's very, very old. The cabin has been updated some over the years, but not everything has been updated. This little step down here by the door, I got my hand in the way, that was the part that I cut off up there in the opening where the wainscoting is, and it fit exactly perfectly in front of the door. Sorry, I'm bouncing the camera a bit. I don't mean to. So I was really happy about that. I've darkened the fireplace to show that there have been fires in it over the years. And with my joint compound, yes, I did get some on my wood, my faux wood, because I'm still using cereal boxes, and I'm okay with it. It's part of what happens, and I can always go in and touch it up when I'm done. Anyway, I will be sharing with you as I go and what parts we can do together. I promise you we will. I want to thank everyone for joining me, and I hope that you all have a really great weekend. Stay safe, everybody. Bye for now.